Hello there, fellow travelers. Welcome back to Via Travelers, where we review the best travel gear to make your travel adventures easier and smarter, as well as our destination reviews and travel tips for places around the world. Today, we are looking at the much talked about, much reviewed Foldie Tote bag in black. Okay, this tote bag has had a lot of discussions, mainly because of its compactability and versatility for travel. It unfolds and has a maximum utility of 40 liters. A lot of options and a lot of things that you can do with this. So let's take a look. The quality, the usability, and the functionality of the Foldie tote bag. Delivers remarkable versatility in its deceptive compact packaging. It arrives exactly like this, as you can see, even a zipper on the outside here. And then it expands to 40 liters capacity, enough to fit a weekend's worth of stuff for your travels. Some people even have packed a full 7-day trip just with this. Let's see if that fits the bill, and it meets all of the requirements for airlines in terms of carry-on, and then its price point is reasonable at around $80 to $100, depending on where you're buying it from and where you are located. So let's give it a look. When it arrives, you get this outside little packaging itself, or zipper, compartment. I like this because as you pack and use this, you can actually store something in here if you were to pack this into an existing suitcase. Now let's unfold this finally, right? So I have it folded here, and then you'll see that there's the logo here designed on the interior, and watch as we expand and unfold this. So flip it around. Now this is the exterior, and then this is the top. You have carry straps here, and then a removable shoulder strap, which feels good, feels heavy duty. I like you have real metal here, which is great. The padding does feel flimsy. As you can hear, not as high quality material, I would say, with the padding, but that's okay. Yeah, the other side that you can remove and detach. And then here's the compartment on the top. Let's open this up quick, and I'll show you this in a second. And then at the bottom, this is the expandable portion of the bag. So you can expand this to get its full capacity, which then really opens things up. So let's turn it around. You can see why so many people have talked about this, because very packable initially, and then now you have a full-fledged bag, weekender bag, carry-on bag, beach bag, whatever you may want to use. So showcases its versatility right off the bat just through this. All right, let's just talk about the quality and the overall construction of the bag itself. It comes in 290D twill polyester fabric with water-resistant properties. We can test that out in just a moment here. But running my hands through it, it does feel just sort of like, to me, it feels like a kind of like a beach bag, something that's like breathable. It's very lightweight. Yeah, the polyester fabric should be durable, but it does feel the style is a little bit, not much style to it, right? It's very, very plain and basic. The zippers, which is a huge part, like for me, I can't tell you, given how much I've traveled, how often zippers fail and break off, or even the zippering breaks. This is very, very high quality, well done zipper. The attachment on these carry straps are threaded, and if I pull this, I can already hear some give to it. So that right here gives me concern. You know, if you are fully filling this with the 40 liter capacity, or even with heavy items in here and carrying it here, I do have concerns about the durability over the long haul with this. And especially if you're putting it in overhead compartments, going on road trips, packing in and out, that could give over time, it seems like. Then let's open up this. This is a front storage compartment. So you can put certain items in there, and then if hopefully now it starts to make sense, this is the back that I showed you where I liked the ability to pack the folded bag, pack certain items in the folded bag itself. On the interior, Not much to it really at all. You do have another zipper into your bag here, which does feel like sort of a waterproof dry bag type lining. That's a huge plus for me, because if you did have this fully sealed, I wouldn't fully rely on it, but no matter where you bring this, you never know the conditions. And so, yeah, it gives you that option to protect like electronics, things that are valuable within here. And then you do have additional storage options here. I have durability questions for these compartments. It almost feels like camping, like tent type material on the interior. And then you have small storage. I'm not sure what these are. I guess these could be like pen holders, but they're small little slots that you can use. If you look close, it looks like already the threads are coming kind of undone a bit. So yeah, some question marks on that front. But if you open it up, hopefully you can see within here, plenty of storage space. It's just an open bag, completely free form for what you want to put in here. All right, here's it fully expanded out. Well, I guess not fully expanded, but we have 40 liters of capacity, and it can be expanded through the bottom. And there's external pouches here, as well as on the back side here. You can see an additional pouch. The strap is quite big, actually, but you have two different straps. I do like the fact that these are detachable, so if you just want to carry it sort of like a duffel, you can. But then you can also have this longer strap for weekend trips. And then finally on this other side, you do have a holder for suitcase. So you can pack this and put it in your suitcase handle to hold it on top of your luggage in the suitcase. And then an easy access compartment for, things like your wallet, credit cards, passport, those essential, travel documents as you're going through the airport. Okay, when fully open, the Foldie measures approximately 17.8 inches long by 11.8 inches high, 8 inches wide. So I have some clothes here, 2 sweaters, a couple shirts, 2 pairs of jeans. Let's pack these into the bag, which you could use for a weekend trip in a way. Seal the bottom expander. See how it looks without that, because that's not 40 liters of a requirement, but it has a little bit of trouble sealing with stuff already in there, obviously. So here's that, and then let's add a lightweight jacket to the mix. You can see it's already gotten quite full, but that is a decent amount of stuff. I'd have room for socks, underwear, things like that. Okay, so now with it fully packed, fully sealed, you can see with enough for weekend set of gear. There's some empty space here, which I'd probably fill with those accessories I just mentioned, maybe another pair of shoes on this side. But you can see it's pretty durable, or fully packed, and then with room. And I haven't even used the expanded part. And you can use this strap, feels good. And then if you want, detaching the clips here. Comes with folding instructions, scanning the QR code, playing the video. Be pretty straightforward though. I like the minimalist packaging. This is all it comes in, and gives you care instructions on the outside of the packaging here. All right, so a few people have said that, not necessarily complained, but have said that it's been challenging to fold this bag back into its original shape. So I've done this once before. Let's try to give it a go again, and let's see if it's actually challenging or not. So what you're supposed to do is you just open up this front packable component, and then you flip it over, actually, to get it on its back side. And then start with the left, fold it in, then move to the right, bring all of the straps on the top completely folded in here, so it's nice and compact. And so you have it all folded here. You just bring this back over, and see how it says actually the Probably the part that's most confusing is the fact that you have the logo here and then you have the logo on the other side. So you have it folded, right? Brought this in. Then you go like this, just bring it over the top, bring everything in. And it just looks confusing because you have this part here, right? That looks like, oh, it's supposed to pack within here. And you have the logo here as well. So it makes it a little confusing, but you actually want to tuck that in to get it back into its original form. And some of the stuff is kind of spewing out of here. It would definitely be easier if you had the shoulder straps removed. There you go. And you can compress it even further, right? Now it's back to the folded part, which only measures, 8 by 6 inches. Very, very small, very, very simple. Overall, my verdict here, I think I would give this a go. I don't know if I would buy it solely for a carry-on purpose, just because personal preference. I don't really like throwing a bunch of stuff in one bag. I do like the hard shell when traveling, even if it's a small hard shell suitcase. I do like the idea though of packing totes for flexible use depending on where you're going. If you're flying somewhere and then going on a day trip or something from there, going to the beach, things like that. Packable, foldable totes like this can be a game changer. And then even if you're coming back from your trip, and let's say you have certain things that you bought on your trip that you want to bring back, foldable totes like this can be very helpful for your way back. And at the price point of $80 to $100, it's not going to break the bank and it's going to be very flexible to use. So I would say give it a go if you would like that type of versatility. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe to Via Travelers and visit viatravelers.com. This is Kyle signing off. Thanks for watching.